Привет, продолжим проходить легендарные издания Mass этого вашего. Эх, Сейчас мы допрошли эм, первую часть. Пока, судя по всему, завезли только текстурки, я так и понял. Но посмотрим, на что похожа из себя Mass Effect вторая. Есть ощущение, что сильно-то она будет отличаться от оригинала. Но, но, но. Будем посмотреть. Сейчас нам дадут статистику, кстати, глянуть, что у нас там, какие сверхважные выборы мы делали в прошлой игре. Но сначала мы сейчас должны будем заглянуть в... как его по-русски-то? Настройки, да. Точно. Так, Mass Effect 2 BioWare. Дополнительно настройки. Графоуни. Так. Вернитость мы берем опять нахер. Подожди. Полноэкранный режим. Динамический бла-бла-бла. Ну окей. Так, калибровка это что? А, яркость. Этот авто. Так, звук опять. Как у меня там было, по-моему, 70 на 50, по-моему. По-моему, так было. Так. Что-то тише не стало. А, тише-то не стало. Надо же в этом сделать тише. Микшерик громкости. Так, где у нас там этот эффект второй? Вот так. Так, назначение клавиш я вроде ничего не менял. Управление. Чувствительность я в прошлый раз чуть поменьше делал, но сейчас посмотрим, разберемся. Так, камера бла-бла-бла, инверсия выкл. Управление стрельбой по умолчанию, все по умолчанию. Ну и хер с ним. Так, ну давай попробуем. Новая игра. Значит, перенос персонажа МЕ1. Сохранение Джек Шепард, уровень 55. Наверное. Перенести. Так, сложность боя опять ставим безумное. Автораспределение выкл. Субтитры включены. Уровень использования силы отрядом. Бойцов вашего автоматически используют в бою наиболее эффективные умения. Если отключить это, они будут пользоваться только оборонить. Понятно. Автосохранение вкл. Продолжить. Так, Джек Шепард. 55 ранг. 55. Оно... Нахрена тогда я... Ну ладно. Ну, короче, не буду все задавать вопросы. Адепт. Герой. Выжил в ходе задания Рекс. Аленка погиб. Совет спасен. Андерсон в совете. Продолжить. Все правильно. Все то, что я выбирал, да. Действительно. Почему герой, кстати, непонятно. У меня больше очей, по-моему, было все-таки за злобного гада. Или там все-таки перевалило потом. Что ли, в итоге.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
После посажительной атаки гетов над Сталой прошел месяц, галактическое сообщество стремительно восстанавливается, Альянс пожертвовал своим флотом ради спасения Совета и получил место в этой престижной организации. Совет вынужден был отреагировать на продвижение того, что действительно гигантские машины. Что же вся организация вернулись, чтобы подавить распространение слухов. Совет отправил капитан Шепарда подавить последние очки сопротивления гетов. Я не успел ни хера все равно прочитать даже, как ни старайся.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
Уже, прям сразу так. Так, а почему текста не остается? Я вроде, что-то это... Пусть постараются. Это вообще ни на что не влияло.
I'm not doing this just so they can find our frozen corpses. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
Это приказ!
Get to the damn shuttle. I'll haul Joker's crippled ass out of here.
Shepard!
Get the hell out of here.
Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Бедная Нормандия. Так, тут уже... А, нет, все, пока еще по-прежнему. Блин, красиво, красиво. Ничего не скажешь. Ох, мать твою. Ой, блядь. Я нажал пробел, думал с Джокеру побазарить. Надо нажать, а он, блин, автоматически включился. Не глупее!
The Normandy's dead. Just like us, if we don't get the hell out of here.
Блин, пропустил кусочек.
They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm. Commander! Shepard!
Жесть. Mass Effect 2. Так, тут надо поаккуратнее на пробел, короче, клацать. Так. Интерактивный комикс. Резюмируешь события. Хотите с его помощью выбрать... Ну... Да... Наверное. Хотя, наверное, выбирать-то я ничего не буду. Я буду, скорее всего, просто мне сейчас расскажете в предыдущих сериях.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across
как
the
же
lone
Jenkins?
survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Udina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite specters could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently, she'd felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead. Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers, Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control, said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Caden was a good man, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Caden's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other, and it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician, Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice? Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Вот. Да. Да, все именно так и было. Так, CGI подвезли. CG просто.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Да, утвердить. Блин, теперь... Блин, кто у меня был-то? Да, пиздец. Адепт, по-моему, да, сейчас был написан? Так, ни солдат, ни разведчик, ни штурмовик. Либо страж, либо адепт, я уже не помню. Блять. Ага, да, страж, он и био, и уни инструмент использует. А инженер это просто уни инструмент. Штурмейкер, да, значит, у меня был адепт. Да. Даже ведь я правильно понимаю? Бросок притяжения, ударная волна. Господи, я забыл. Я забыл. Ща. Я гляну быстренько. Секунду. Секунду буквально. Буквально секунду. Сейчас. Быстренько, 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 быстренько. Да, адепт. Все, 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 все. Возвращаемся в игру. Так, адепт, значит, у нас, да? Имя Шепард, землянин, беспощадный адепт. Принять? Да.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. My God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Что-то они за пациентом хреново следят.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry!
Хори!
Grab the pistol and armor from the locker.
Так. Это распатриане. Прям туриане. Армандия. Полосы, какие-то жнецы, Кварианс, Кроганы, Ханары, Лукоры. Панацелин, технология, биотика, инструмент, нулевой элемент, поля, эффектомасса, ретрансляторы. Но это мы все, да, видели буквально недавно. ССД, внешний вид. Рахни. Аскиманальварны. Это мы тоже все видели. Это то, что мы, собственно, собирали в прошлой игре. Оно зачем-то мне еще раз пишет. Хранители. Симая броня, легкое вооружение. Планета Вермайрылос. Налоги. Понятненько. Цитадель, совет, станция. Янсы. Ну, читать это я уж не буду. Уж это уж ладно. Так, ля журналь. Пролог спасения Джокера нормально уничтожено. Пробуждение. Пройти обучение. Так. И вот, короче. Чё вот перенос вот этот вот дает, я не понимаю вообще совершенно никакого. Совершенство биотика, увеличить силу, с которой частоту может принять свою биотичку. У меня есть 6. Информация сингулярность у меня сейчас открыта. Откроется еще бросок, притяжение, ударная волна. Так, чтобы качаться, тут 2 очка, 3 очка и 4 очка. Сингулярность. Не-не-не, как отмена, отмена. Сингулярность и совершенство биотики. Опыт, здоровье, щит. Все, сохранилось, да? Угу. Само сохранение. Так, возьмите из шкафчика пройти обучение, закончить тренировку. Плюс 173 отступник, 168, 186 героев. Блин, ну чуть-чуть у меня.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast.
F, чтобы выйти из укрытия. Ну, чуть-чуть, наверное, все-таки поменьше сделать. с ракет. Угу. Да, патроны так и оставили, блин. Миранда хочет, чтобы вы добрались до челноков. Тут, кстати, еще не имеет никакого смысла драться, потому что опыт дают не за то, что я убиваю противника. По-моему, да? Было 500. Угу. До следующего уровня так и осталось 500. Обучение. 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 Правая кнопка. Бля, какой бред. Щиты не восстанавливаются. А, тут здоровье зато восстанавливается, мать его. А, чё там выскочила какая-то дресня? Безжалостный что-то какой-то. Что-то этот момент проглазел. Блин, а сингулярность, кстати, тут повеселее работает, чем в первой части. Она тут долго и разных врагов, которые в нее заходят, убивает в итоге. Да, ну это, конечно, все уже не торт. Вот опять же, кого-то, блин, просто весь прогресс предыдущей части проебан. Ага. Да. Чепард, Чепард. Ну, давай заглянем. Угу. Тут мозговой штурм был, потому как меня восстанавливать из трупа. $4 миллиарда кредитов ядрить. Да уж, я дорог. Так, вроде все тут. Шепард, не тормози. общий компьютер.
I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Ей, в принципе, похер было, да?
Charge him up! I've got him! Shepard, what the hell?
Джакоб.
Got him! What are you doing here? I thought you were still a work in progress.
Кто ты?
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Всего несколько вопросов.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version.
Давай.
You and your ship were attacked and destroyed.
Да.
You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
Где это мы?
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Что с моим
Are there any other
экипажем?
survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit him with the good stuff.
Да я тоже неплохой биотик, смотри.
Just give the—
Ах, господи, блин, ну нахуя? Я не понимаю, блядь, что за бред? Они, короче, спавнят его одни за одним, блин, пока я не научусь, типа, блин, этой херней пользоваться. Что за блядское обучение? Кому оно нахер нужно?
I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
Джакоб.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant, but I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
Как скучно. Теперь тебе весело?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
Что за
What do you
технологии?
mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What
Проект
can you tell
Лазарь.
me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Спасибо, ёпт. Атака на
Do you know anything
станцию.
about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of
Отлично.
explosions.
Поспать не
Next
дали.
thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
Где моя
The last thing I
команда?
remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion.
Не,
But everyone
Штурман
else, including
Пресли.
the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
И где они
Do you
теперь?
know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
Я хочу их
They were my
найти.
team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
If we get off the station, Commander Мади. Чё за ведьма?
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
Там что-то было
There was some
неладно.
gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Выходим.
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
Что
I
там?
remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Да, базар-вокзал, базар-вокзал. Пошли, Джакоб. Блин, Патрики подбирать, конечно, это...
They've seen us.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Выстрелим в голову. Мысли... А его не убивает, это сингулярность, да? Да подожди ты, блядь.
Wilson, find us another route out of here. Preferably one that doesn't lead straight into an enemy squad.
Just keep moving toward... Oh, God. They found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Oh, God! I'm hit! They shot me!
О май гад! О май гадабл, Данила. Что, мы не успели?
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who he was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Комментируешь как-нибудь это? Вот сука.
Jacob! Shepard! Down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
Я тебя помню,
Remember the first
Уилсон.
time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
При помощи мышцы ЛКМ. Просто сумасшествие какое-то с этим, блин,
Thanks, Shepard.
обучалками.
Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
Да
I
насрать.
don't care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting at all of us. We'll sort it out later.
We need to find Miranda first. We can't just leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from... There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
А может и
I've
не
known her
так.
long enough to trust her.
This project was Miranda's baby. She'd never sabotage it.
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few
Motherfucker, должен был сказать.
canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
На.
Max don't know when to quit.
Приказов. Используй ящик умение. В каких ящиках?
The fastest way to the shuttles is through those canisters.
Каких, блядь, ящик? Удерживай, чтобы открыть него приказ, используй ящик умение перегрузка. Я типа обязательно должен, да, через левый shift это делать? Да иди в пизду со своими подсказками, мудовая игра, блядь. Так, чё у нас тут? Есть что-то полезное, интересное? Хоть что-нибудь? Бля... На, ты рофлишь, ну это пиздец. Информация. Какая нахуй перегрузка? Деформация? Сингулярность? Блять, надо у этого долбоеба, блять. Ну, господи. Пиздец, блять.
Okay, we took him down, but this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Ребят! Ну, ничего о них не знаю. Ты меня соврал?
Told me you were with the Alliance. I don't like being played for a sucker.
I didn't lie to you, Commander. I was with the Alliance before I joined Cerberus. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too, but right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what.
What?
Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man? Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
Бля, да я и Бучера взять. Ну, блин, Цербер тогда убил капитана Хатаку. Или как его там звали? Матату.
I don't care what his name is. He just needs to answer my questions. All of them.
На все мои
Spent a lot of
вопросы.
money and time bringing you back. I'm sure he'll be more than happy.
Да, more than happy. Так. И чё? И чё? Бум. Пиздец. Так, Шепард. И Шепарду тут за этим укрытием прямо очень плохо. Прямо очень. Он прям не понимает, что происходит. А, можно вызвать мини-карту. Так. Блять, куда идти? Что из этого тупик? Где мне полутаться, так сказать? Ой, блядь. Лядор. Задание в туда. Мне кажется, я сейчас, по сути-то, ничего не найду. Может, не стоит тут бегать. А, вон какой-то ноутбук, кстати, личный. Блок данных. Подсветите отдельные узлы, чтобы найти совпадение, когда вы их найдете. 2. Чтобы замкнуть, чтобы вам необходимо замкнуть цепь до истечения времени. Про взлом Mass Effect 2. Ты, мать его, тактик.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures.
То есть они прям мое тело найти. Я думал, они меня из этого, из клеток создали нового. И сознание как-то перенесли. Они прям мою трупецкий заюзали. Какие-то вакханалия. Сербер, блин. Я не могу, кстати, отрядом воспользоваться.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Теперь ты его не допросить. Блять,
Too
это
risky.
пизда.
I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
Короче, понятно. Самовлюбленная сучка.
I had a feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts. Some people are far too trusting to ever see that coming. Come on, let's grab this shuttle and get out of here. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Где была ты?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
Так, есть
What
еще
about the rest of the
выжившие.
people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
Может, кто-то
We
выжил.
can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Так, куда мы направляемся?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
Если я не
I'm not sure I
соглашусь.
trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
Пиздишь, блядь.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
Зачем?
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Опиздавали.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Какая-то, блин, странная конструкция. Дизайн станции какой-то мудовый.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda, more tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and led troops during some heavy fighting, most notably on Torfin. Do you remember taking on some Batarian
Блин,
slavers?
это 200... Я выполнял свой долг.
Those bastards were dug in deep in a fortified bunker. I sent a lot of good soldiers to their deaths. That's how it had to be.
You got the job done. That's all that matters. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Аленку, да.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
Ты, блядь, потому что у Эшли жопа сочнее. Где вариант этого ответа? Ну тут, короче, непростой выбор, скажу.
And I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Этот еще мудовий. Дизайн. Поговорить с призраком в
The
другой
elusive man is
комнате.
waiting for you in the other room.
Открывает доступ к репликам героя. Журналь. Поговорить с призраком. Для отряд. Давай засейвимся, что ли. Так, а это что? Осмотреть.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting. I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
Бла-бла-бла. Что ты?
The elusive man is
Да,
waiting for you in the other room.
О, шкафчик доспеха. Так, и чё, мне DLC-шки подогнали каким, да? Шлем N7. Здоровье повышается на 5%. Здоровье повышается на 5%. Урон от оружия повышается на 5%. Да, ну и шмотки, конечно, стандартные оставим. Блин, а это значит, что он будет тут типа ходить этот... В шлеме постоянно совсем базарит, да? Ну, блин, урон от оружия. Ладно, грудь, наплечники. Делать понятно, короче. Пока не будем, потому что это пока ни на что вряд ли не влияет. Ну, то есть, ни на что не влияет, скорее всего. Плюс ко всему, надо... Ладно, неважно. Пускай морда будет. Пока что видна, а там уже это... Напялим на себя.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
Мне нужны
From what I
ответы.
hear, I cost you a fortune. Why'd you do it?
For the defense and preservation of humanity. I didn't spend 2 years and billions of credits bringing you back to serve as a common soldier. But humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
Неплохо.
I noticed a few upgrades. I hope you didn't replace anything really important.
We tried to keep you as intact as possible. We need Shepard, just as you were when you defeated Sovereign.
What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Так, Сербер.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Похищение.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
Думаете, я опять, да? Ты, короче, пытаешься меня обвинить, да? Помощь
If
Альянса.
this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Почему я?
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique, not just in ability or what you've experienced,
Дивергент
but
Шепард.
in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
С чего ж
You're after the
начнем?
Reapers. Just point me in the right direction.
Miranda was worried you'd be resistant. She's not usually wrong. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
И мне нужно им доверять. Я найду доказательства, что у меня есть выбор. И мне нужно им доверять.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
I'll get what you're looking for and be back before you know it.
Good to hear it. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection?
Будем, короче, пока
I
подыгрывать.
brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Типа я работаю на тебя, пес. Так, очень призрачно. Че, уровень 5, книжник. Плюс 1000 опыта. Следовать, найдите колонию. В ангаре ждет корабль. Медленно эти перелистываются. Ладно, кодекс, что-то там, короче, путь свободы, организация, циберпризрак. Журналь. Знать о пропавших колонистах. В ангаре ждет корабль, который доставит. И задание на самом... обследовать колонию. Так, отряд. У меня добавилось 2 очка. Если я трачу этот, здоровье плюс 10%, время восстановления минус 10%, герой-отступник плюс 40%. Если я трачу на деформацию 6 секунд, в рот 140 единиц, 550, 406, 3. Короче, да. Вот так сделаем. Сосейвимся. Кодекс обновлен. Магнат-затворник, называющий себя призраком, бла-бла-бла. Плюс 8 отступник. Так, здесь еще раз засейвлю. Сейчас нужен перерыв на пару минут. И уже мы покинули, собственно, практически этот... как его по-русски-то? Обучение. И уже начнется полноценная игра, наконец. Так что сейчас перерыв будет небольшой и продолжим. Пару минут. Ну, ёптить, погнали, что ли, блин. Куда деваться-то?
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
Чё, хамить ей или нет? Ну, давай, спасибо, ладно,
I never got
скажем.
a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
Ну,
Are you
проблема.
naturally this bitchy, or is it just me?
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me.
Motivations.
I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Знаешь чё?
What can you tell me about this colony we're
Расскажи
going
мне о
to?
колонии лучше.
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Что же
Any
нас
thoughts on what
ждет?
we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
Например.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Понятно.
Tell me a
Просто
little
да,
about
о
yourself.
себе как бы
Worried
больше.
about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Где тебя учили?
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
Мне нужно нечто
I was trying to
большее.
get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Ах ты ж шлюха, ну
It's
пока.
obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Слышь, Джакоб, чё он так охеревший?
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Cerberus gave me my body back. That's worth giving them a chance. One chance.
But you're still not convinced. Do you trust me, Commander?
Да я... Нет.
You're part of Cerberus. I'll be keeping an eye on you, too.
Fair enough. I can't expect you to trust me just because I ask you. I'll just have to earn that trust.
Молодец, чувак. Текущее
You
задание.
know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Короче, эти... Альянс воспользовался тактикой, блин, каперов, блин, во времена пиратов.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
That's all for now.
На это пока
Ясно.
все. Задание выполнено. Новый уровень. Получено 1000. Итоги задания. Так, итоги. Шепарду вместе с Тело, бла-бла-бла. Покинуть комплекс. Ну, мы поняли, да. Преимущество... Так, от переноса. Вы получаете следующее. 3500 единиц опыта, уровень 4. Охерительно просто. Это за место моих там миллионов. Нет, сотен тысяч, да. Ладно, неважно. 7, 4. Ну, денег у меня было в разы больше. Очко героя, очко отступника, кредиты. Э, это типа сколько добавилось за эту миссию. Понял. Я думал, что такое 11 тысяч всего. В итоге у меня на счету.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear, and we've got no target to go after.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Сделать все возможное.
Nothing gets in our way. Am I clear?
Am I clear?
Perfectly, Commander.
Good to have you here, Shepard.
Ну, погнали, выясним, куда пропали все колонисты. Новое оружие. Так, надо же этим, да, тоже самому раскидывать. Так, у нее есть перегрузка, деформация, удар. Это что? Ну, член отряда. Надо будет ей помочь с каким-нибудь делом, чтобы она... Так, значится... Улучшай боевые способности, увеличивая запас здоровья, наносимый, бла-бла-бла. Здоровье плюс 5%, урон плюс 6%, запас здоровья отряда плюс 2,5%, урон наносим оружием отряда. О, на одну как минимум сюда вкину, да. Перегрузка. С щитам и синтетиком. Вот, наверное, лучше в деформацию качаться, да. Держи вот так. И вот так. Во. Так, Жакоб. Так, у тебя есть притяжению. Да, это, короче, летать будет чувак. Либо зажигательные патроны, кстати. И опять же, агент Цербера. Ну это только на него действует. Не на отряд ничего. Так, давай один по-любому сюда. Так. И давай урон вот так. Во, мне кажется, так будет заебись. Так, Шепард. Ни хера нового. Засеймся. Чтоб потом... Так, оружие. Пистолет-пулемет Сюрикен. На очереди по 3 патрона. Говно, короче. Оружие против щитов и биотических барьеров. С броней справляется плохо. Хищник пробивает броню с щитами и барьерами, справляется плохо. Ну и гранатомет. Так, ну вряд ли там что-то есть. Карты тут как таковой, можно сказать, не существует. Ну, пойдем изучим колонию.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Looks like.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Угу. Странно. Запчасти какие-то есть. Трофеи собраны. Поехали.
Strange.
Ждем, пока щиты восстановятся. Блин, они не достают. В смысле тут за райд? Блин. Блин, там дог. Еще один пес. Крыса. Сядь за укрытие, Шепард. Да как вы заколебали-то? На, пес сутулый.
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized
Shit. Угу. Там где-то аптечка впереди есть. Блять.
We've been spotted.
He goes.
Все, пизда мне, да? Жесть. Жесть, жесть, жесть. Дратуйте.
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old
Да,
commander
фанатли.
working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Я надеюсь, Тали можно будет к себе на корабль позвать. Я просто ни хера не помню. Ну тут нет ни хера, чтобы показать направление цели текущего задания.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
Пиздец.
They've seen us.
Тут один был? Не на обходы. ОЦ.
Use overload on it. Use overload on it.
Так, блять, воспользуйся сам, ебло. Чё он сам, блять, не стреляет? Все еще обучение продолжается какое-то мудовое. Нет. Пиздец. Какой кал. Там же стоит, да? Я правильно понимаю? Да. Ну, блин, заколебали уже со своими обучалками мудовыми. Блин, господи. Пиздец какой-то, блядь. Я херею. На, задолбал, блин. Давай, в полет отправляйся. Вот жопа-то, а. Использую, блядь, перегрузку. Используй, блядь, перегрузку. Я тебе сказал, что ты сам давай. Ютуб, блядь. Против щитов заебись. Бля. Сидим, блин, короче, в укрытии, восстанавливаем ХП постоянно теперь, значит.
We should have expected this.
Come on, we can still catch them.
Come on, come on. man. Ему придется каждые полметра, блин, сейвиться. 5. Ну что, Жакоб, ты будешь юзать или нет? Бля, да возьми ты ствол, унылое говно, блин. Где Жакоб? Мне интересно. Блин, какое стойное оружие. Да в смысле? Ай. Господи, как же это уныло. Ух, Тали, ты даже не представляешь, в какое говно мы вляпались.
Take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Пиздец. Чтобы отправить бойцов к отметкам в Куе. Короче, да, я думал... Закончилось мудовое, блин, это... Облучение, но нет. Хиромантия продолжается, блин. Мистер Мускул приперся.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down. Take out their shields.
Оверлорд уберет щиты. Ну, может, ты воспользуешься? А, хотя у тебя нету. Нет, у нее есть. Чего ты не используешь деформацию? Миранда. Блять, я... А в ахуе. Да, ну и Оверлорд у тебя, блин, конечно, говна. Бля.
I've got it.
Defense systems active.
Зря я на него полез. Ну пристрелите уже его, господи, он к вам спиной, блядь, стоит. Бля, нет слов, если честно. Просто такой контраст эпический после первой игры. Просто жесть. Я адски разочарован. Игра это понос какой-то, если честно.
This looks interesting.
That look interesting. Так. Так, куда-то вообще показывать. То есть, ну, надо в эти, наверное, да, здания идти. Давай посмотрим. Ага. Талли. Здравствуйте, мисс Талли. Еще надо, блин, искать вот эти все апгрейды для стволов, более лучшие стволы, блин. Так, ну чё, как у тебя тут?
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Хорошо, Талли.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No, 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 no.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Great. We come all this way and our only witness is a babbling idiot.
Babbling.
Swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of swarms. Mechs will protect. Have to hide. Have
Нет
to hide.
смысла его
No
убивать.
escape. Can't hide forever. Swarms will find you. Monsters find you. No hope. No escape.
Vitor, I'm here to protect you. I won't let the monsters get you. I promise.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Mechs will protect. Swarms.
Поможем.
You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Расскажи нам, что
Why didn't the
случилось.
colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Кто такие
That's some kind of
коллекционеры?
alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you. Then the monsters take you away.
Как ты выжил, Виктор?
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Про Рой расскажи, пожалуйста.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
Угу. А что ты знаешь про коллекционеров?
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon.
Всё,
even
тогда,
for you.
блин.
When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
Пойдет, Стали.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
Эх, блин, Тали. Тали, блин. Паша ж ты бросила меня тут одного, блин. Придется самому, блин, страдать. В этом унылом, блин, бардаке.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
The data from his Omnitool should be quite useful.
We're still analyzing it. But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
Tell me what you know about these collectors.
They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped?
Стой, это что
What do we
ж...
know about it?
Only that if they can manipulate relays...
Интерес к людям.
They've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
I hate waiting, but I'll need a team. A good one.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
У меня была хорошая
Keep your
команда.
list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Garus?
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Ashley?
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Tuchanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
What about Tally? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
А второе?
Sounds good. What else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad.
Кто
Saved
зарабатывает
your
больше
life.
меня, да.
Let me fly.
Хорошая позиция.
And there's this. They only told me last night.
Ooh. Ooh. Что-то я перекрутил с громкостью музыки. Вот сейчас должен эпичный эпик быть, а она еле-еле там шепчет, блин.
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Нормандия. Да ладно. Что, реально? Новый уровень. Коллекционеры. Нашел какую-то тресню. 15% безопасности тяжелого орудия. Кредиты. И EDD. Ну, хоть Джокер вернулся. Хоть какое-то лицо знакомое будет на этой Нормандии. Чё, речь?
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Мой корабль.
You still don't get it, do you? You're not in charge of this mission.
Зря, наверное, я их хамлю.
Operative Lawson makes a valid point, Shepard. Without the professor, any encounter with the Collectors would result in failure.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Короче, зря я их хамлю, блин, потому что, возможно, так как тут не будет больше, насколько я понимаю и помню, моих старых знакомых, блин. Вообще не уверен, что тут еще какие-то женские персонажи будут. Я так могу, короче, остаться не удел в плане отношений. Так, я искусственный та-та-та-та-та. Сузи Джокеру это не понравится.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them, especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
С кем еще стоит повидаться?
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Ну да, я сейчас обойду корабль, посмотрю, что есть, куда тыкаться можно. Карта галактики. Использовать карту галактики, чтобы задавать маршрут Нормандии. Чё, реально? Используйте личный терминал, чтобы получать информацию о статусе членов вашей команды. Выберите в арсенале оружие для своей команды. Пользуйтесь флистом, чтобы попасть на другие палубы Нормандии. В личной качестве можно изменить свою внешность. Техническая лаба. Нужно нанять в команду профессора. Фу, пиздец, блядь. Арсенал. Джакоб. Миранда. Шепард. Излучатель. Давай.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded. Using Omni-Tool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
Понял. Зачем, блядь, тут столько надписи о том, что это арсенал? Я типа не смогу, да, видимо, понять, что это арсенал, блядь. Что-то он дрожит как-то. Не рассыпется у нас корабль после первого же полета, а, Джакоб?
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take... I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk. And you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
Я ценю
It's
вашу
good to hear a clear
честность.
opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything. Commander, can I help you with something?
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with risk. I just need a clear... Anything else, Commander?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
We don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
I understand you made quite an impact after you left the Alliance.
Miranda and I stopped a Batarian plan to release a biological agent on the Citadel. That's when I first met her. It took us out to the Nemean Abyss and back. Saved the Citadel like you, but what's the saying? A good deed's like pissing yourself in dark pants? Warm feeling, but no one notices. The whole thing was hushed like they're good at doing. But I know what I did, and I'm proud of it.
Чё,
I'm more
блядь?
interested in just
Чё
talking
он
for a bit.
несет?
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
Иди в пизду,
We'll
блядь.
talk later.
Commander.
Раба закрыта. Зал совещаний. Узи.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the Elusive Man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Полезная штука.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one linked to each world.
Квантовый что?
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the Elusive Man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the Elusive Man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
До
That's all for
свидания.
now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Ну открывай, что ты ж пёс, блядь.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Combat Information Center. Here, the crew receives sensor data and coordinates gunnery and damage control efforts. While Normandy is flown from the bridge, during combat, the commanding officer issues orders from the CIC.
Жесть.
Edie, we have a green light on that switchover?
Блядь, как открыть? Нахуй сейчас закрыл.
Eric?
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
What do you do
Так,
aboard the
что
ship?
ты делаешь на корабле?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the Elusive Man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Так, сейчас небольшая пауза, там отец звонит что-то. Сейчас отвечу и продолжим. Ух, так, я повернулся. Что тут такое? Еще кодекс. Технологии. Компьютеры. Корабли. Нормандия 2. Галактики, расы. Сионеры. Понятненько. Журналь. О. Чистилище. Вождь. Профессор. Совет. Тиран. Касумигота. Собрать команду. Блять, это еще не все. Место крушения Нормандии, кстати, сразу позначили. Исследовать обломки. Молот. Доктора Каиши. Доктор Луэ. А что это? Откуда это задание взялось? Так, мне дали 2 очка. Но мы ждем сингулярность вкачать. Еще 2 очка. Так, Джокер.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Рак. Так. Это только копия, Джокер.
There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I died.
Yeah, you were such a downer. Commander.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Да, как думаешь, у нас дела?
She could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
Отряд?
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
Что насчет старого, блядь, экипажа?
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
Как дела на
I assume
мостике?
everything is going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
Адаптируйся.
I don't have time to babysit you, Joker. Find a way to deal with it.
Yeah, reasoning with the intercom is not my strong point.
Your problem, not mine.
Thanks, I'll remember this.
Эй.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
Блять, аж захрюкал, блин.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now.
Да,
Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I
ладно.
think I made my point.
Ладно, пока.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Так, с Джокером побазарили. Система управления клапаном. Какой нахуй клапан? Это, блять, окно. Так, тут можно еще что-то пособирать. Это, конечно, не дает какого-то, блин, толку. Экспу за это не дают на этот раз. Так, ну получается... Да. Статус команды. О, внешний вид. О, она что-то влияет? Способности, лояльность, это... Повертеть бы ее. Нет, ни на что не влияет. Так, а у тебя что? А, у тебя нельзя. Ну, по-моему, этот наряд посимпатичнее будет. Про усовершенствование. Улучшение позволяет увеличить эффективность умений членов отряда. Оружие, корабль, бла-бла-бла. Получить доступ, зайдя на него в здание, купив в магазине, работать при помощи исследовательского терминала. Так, Блять, а где прочитанные сообщения теперь посмотреть? Так, советник Андерсон. Если дошедшие до меня слухи верны, тебе действительно удалось уцелеть, навести меня в цитадель. Есть разговор. За последние 2 года много изменилось. Благодаря тебе я в совете. И мне кажется, было бы честно выслушать тебя лично. Договор с Заидом Массани. От призрака Шепард мы завершили переговоры с опытным наемником Заидом Массани. Его имя, возможно, знакомо вам. Заид принимал участие во многих известных, а также абсолютно неизвестных операциях в системе Терминус, где показал себя безжалостным и неустрашимым бойцом. Мне кажется, что такой человек мог бы вам пригодиться, поэтому я провел переговоры, сделал так, чтобы он вступил в ваш штат. Сейчас он на Омеге тратит свой последний гонорар. Там у его и можно найти все денежные вопросы. С ним я решил лично. Проект «Повелитель Пламени». Капитан. Пропал исследовательский Розали, связанный с Цербером. Экипаж корабля испытывал новый прототип транспортного средства «Молот». А, вот откуда взялась эта побочка. Кроме того, на борту корабля были работающие на нас ученые доктор Мануэль Кайши и доктор Роберт О'Лойл. Мы хотим, чтобы вы разыскали корабль, его исследует команда ученых. Последний раз корабль Розали видели на планете Зиона, системы Элиста, предел Исмара. От адмирала Хакета. Капитан Шепард. Мы полагаем, что найден результат сканирования системы Амада. Данные заинтересуют вас. Найдено место падения Нормандии. Альянс хочет почтить память Нормандии, воздвигнуть памятник на месте, где нашли последний приют и ее обломки. Мы хотели бы, чтобы вы в числе первых побывали на месте трагедии, установили там памятник. После нападения коллекционеров на Нормандию 20 членов экипажа до сих пор числятся пропавшими без вести. Если вам удастся отыскать доказательства их смерти, пожалуйста, предоставьте их органам Альянса. Желаю вам удачи, капитан. От призрака. Шепард. Нашим инженерам по созданию брони пришла в голову идея, что вам не всегда имеет смысл засвечивать лицо направо-налево. Они решили выслать вам устройство, которое Цербер использует при проведении секретных операций. Кроме того, в нем есть дополнительный функционал, который может вам весьма пригодиться. Шлем в вашей каюте. От призрака. Одно наше отделение без каких-либо предупреждений перестало выходить на связь. В проекте «Властелин» задействованы достаточно опасные технологии. Я хочу, чтобы вы с этим разобрались. Перед отправлением поставлена достаточно щекотливая... Перед отделением щекотливая задача, поэтому я не могу доверить этому каналу все детали операции. Вы найдете отделение на планете Айта системы Тифона, которая находится в скоплении Феникс. Пожалуйста, соблюдайте осторожность. Дуговой излучатель. Недавно на нашем от призрака на аванпосту в Скиллианском пределе произошла стычка с Гетом. Не волнуйтесь, я не собираюсь отрывать вас от задания по этому поводу. Наши оперативники легко расправились с разведывательным отрядом. Они полагают, что все пошло так гладко только благодаря первому образцу нашего новейшего электрического оружия, вышедшему наконец из лаборатории. Сейчас отряд оперативников получил заслуженный отпуск, и оружие им пока не понадобится. Новую разработку назвали дуговой излучатель. Я отправил один экземпляр в оружейную Нормандии, чтобы вы могли с ним ознакомиться и использовать, если сочтете нужным. На испытаниях он показал отличные результаты при уничтожении кинетических барьеров и синтетических противников. Но лабораторные испытания мало значит, пока оружие не опробовано в серьезных боях. Мы знаем, что оно работает. Теперь нам хочется посмотреть, насколько оно хорошо в умелых руках. Если все пойдет нормально, мы используем ваш опыт для обучения других оперативников. От призрака. Шепард, Затратив немало денег и усилий, мы разыскали опытную воровку Касуми Готу и убедить ее поработать с вами. И убедить ее. Мало кто слышал о ней. И уж совсем мало кто может утверждать, что видел лично. Она непревзойденный мастер маскировки, скрытного проникновения. Ее навыки сослужат вам бесценную службу. Отправляйтесь на Цитадель в район Закера. А там вы найдете особенный рекламный терминал, отличающийся от остальных. Чтобы поговорить с Кацуми, введите на терминале пароль «Молчание золота». Вознесение информации о вашем счете. Стэнвик Добс, банковский агент, финансовая корпорация «Вознесение Земля». Здравствуйте, капитан Шепард. Благодарим за предоставление актуальных медицинских справок. В связи с этим статус мертва заменен на статус жива. После вычета небольшой комиссии за закрытие дела с последующим изменением статуса и восстановлением вашего счета, остаток кредита на вашем счету составляет 703 465 кредитов. Спасибо, что пользуетесь услугами финансовой корпорации Вознесения. Мы всегда вам рады. Защищайте свои главные активы. Мы предоставим лучшие ставки на страхование жизни и выплаты, которые вас устроят. Бесплатный подсчет прямо сейчас. Нет новых сообщений. Так. Здравствуйте.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Что вы
What are your
делаете?
responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes, I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
Так, что ты
This
думаешь о
organization has a
Сербере?
dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
Хорошенькая.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Да, вы здесь
How do you
счастливы?
feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
I might do more than catch you, Kelly.
Now that's an enticing thought. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay.
Да.
Maybe we'll talk later.
Так, с ней побазарили.
How may I help you, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later. How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Так, ладно, хер с ним. Получается, здесь вроде все. Ну, пошли изучим лифт. Пойдем сначала на палубу Капитона.
What's this area of the ship?
The commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hall. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Отлично. Мне на чердак. Почетная медаль. Понял. О. Ляра. Туалет из... Угу. Тихо. Тихо, тихо, тихо. Блять, отражение есть. В этой игре есть отражение. У-у-у. Рабочие причем. Так, личный терминал, но это все то же самое. То, что и внизу. Рыбок пока нету. Звуковая система. Выбрать музыку. Так, шкаф для брони. Так, в этой форме я хожу по кораблю, да? Да, вот обычный возьмем. Так. Нету никаких, да? Но я могу настроить себя немножко. Могу блестеть или матовым быть. Понятненько. Черный. Узор. Цвет узор красный, да. Ну, я одену, короче, этот шлем, потому что он дает урон к оружию плюс 5%. Так. Хорошо. Ладно, здесь плюс-минус разобрались. Каюта экипажа. Погнали. Заценим. Так, система же без жизни. Левая смотровая палуба, мужской тубзалет. Каюта экипажа.
She's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Угу. Понятненько.
Shepard, the men's restroom is on the port side of the ship. The starboard observation deck is
Закрыт. Хорошо. Так, пойдем. Так, вы кто? Вы не будете, да, базарить?
I'm sorry, princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Угу. Чаклас? Доктор Чаклас! Да, это доктор Чаклас. Сузи?
What's this area of the ship?
The sick bay. It is equipped to provide short-term emergency care. In the event of critical injury, personnel must be transferred to a fully equipped medical facility.
Здорово!
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
I'm shocked. You're serving on a Cerberus vessel now?
Surprising, even to me. Yet, here I am. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive. And we have much larger concerns.
У меня есть деньги.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Предпочитаете корабли?
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
Чё у нас в Цербере? Как дела?
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Увидимся, доктор. Так, найти бренди, кстати, журнал. Да, это добавилось. Так, что-то в кодексе появилось. А, тут же можно просто нажимать прочитано. Так, отряд, это понятно. Так. Серверная.
Access to the AI core is restricted.
Ме-ме-ме. Ме-ме-ме. Так, медицинская, бла-бла-бла. Главная батарея.
A gunnery officer is required to access the gunnery control station.
Старший артиллерист. Балафон.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud. That Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Какие у вас обязанности?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I wash my hands most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
Как ты тут оказался-то?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
Тебе что-то нужно?
You have everything you need.
I make do, but have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
Давай,
That way,
список.
I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Нет?
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Аж прям интересно. Списка как такового нет. Блин, а было бы круто, если бы он там написал, типа, молоко, типа, 2 пакета, масло, пакет, ой, пакет, кусок, типа, 2 батона хлеба, блин. Я загляну, как у тебя тут кровать выглядит. Не жирно для такой одной-то?
Commander, what can I do for you?
Состояние Нормандии.
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
Угу. А что ты
What
тут
exactly
делаешь?
are your duties, aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the elusive man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the elusive man, updating our status.
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I know
Задача.
what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
Кто главный?
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Угу. Что
Are you
такое
military
церковь?
or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific. But we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
А где
What
вы
kind of
берете
resources does
ресурсы?
Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
Что
can you tell me about
да,
the
расскажи
elusive
мне
man?
про этого пса.
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
С чего ты
How can
взяла?
you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
О
Tell me
себе
about
тогда
yourself,
расскажи.
Miranda.
Well, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
You certainly
Самоуверенно.
don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course,
Damn.
Commander, whatever you need.
Whatever you need.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Делаешь.
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another
I'll let
time.
you work.
Of course, Commander.
Так, хорошо, блядь, с этой поговорили. Ну и все, по-моему, да, получается. У меня пока больше нет никого, с кем можно базарить, потому что я игру тут, по сути, только начал. Использовать. Ага. Так. Портовый грузовой отсек.
Access to this room is currently restricted.
Ограничь. Так. Где я, Сузи?
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes facilities to rearm and repair Normandy's embarked ground vehicle and shuttle.
My last ship didn't need a shuttle. Why do we have one?
This ship is nearly twice the mass of the previous Normandy.
Ман.
It is more difficult to land a
Нет,
ship on
Мако.
high-gravity
Она
worlds.
только что сказала, что есть вездеход. Но его нет на самом деле.
Access to this room is currently restricted.
Так. Внизу у нас будет жить Джек, но сейчас тут есть ровным счетом ни хера. Но кровать уже подготовлена. Блять. Так. Инженер
You
Дэниелс.
came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
Здравствуйте.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Ваше
Where did you
обучение.
receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
Кен попал.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
А Гэби?
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
Что вы думаете о
Actually,
Сербере?
we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Что вам
You set up
нужно?
okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
В чем
What kind of
проблема?
problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there is an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
А почему
Why
их
isn't
нет?
something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Так, журнал обновлен.
I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
Я сказала, что он придет. Что выглядит опасно, друзья мои. По-моему, он вот-вот пытается лопнуть. Ладно, получается, что все осмотрено сверху донизу. Получается, что все получено из побочек, видимо, которые... А почему ты это не говорит? Я же знаю, что она хочет.
Earlier when we spoke, you were very open with me. I like that. But I hope I didn't come across as too flirty. I don't want to overstep my bounds.
Мне нравится.
You're very charming, Kelly.
Thank you. The feeling is mutual. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the elusive man to help. How do I feel? Mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership,
Don't worry.
I trust you implicitly.
I might do
now
more than
that,
that.
anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better
Нет.
go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Блин, она что-то говорила. Я ее прервал грубо. Может, если я еще раз из лифта выйду, она мне еще раз это расскажет. Сейчас мы уже доберемся, да, скоро до карты. Не, молчит. Так, после всего этого говнища. Чисто всё. Журналь. Модули. Отряд. Сейф. Ну, давай заценим карту. Так. Топливный склад. Покупка топлива. Зондов. Так. Омега. Исследовано. Уши. Исследовано. Орбиту. Что, сквозь звезду пролетаешь, тебе насрать, да? 40% пишет. Но ни один не вернулся. Единственное, кто беспрепятственно пользуется коллекционеры. Много теорий. Ну, блять. Да, теория там, собственно, одна, и она гласит, что... Как его по-русски-то? Что они только с помощью там каких-то своих пропускных способностей могут пользоваться им. И нам там, по-моему, надо будет как-то это все на себя перекинуть. Так, если бы находился ближе... Или, блядь, не сейчас этим заниматься.
Launching probe. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
Sniper rifles.
Probe away. Probe away.
Мне кажется, да, надо все-таки ставить напотом.
Probe launched. In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles. Launching probe. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics. Probe launched.
Теперь вы можете финансировать исследовательский проект «Хитиновая броня». Но я пока не могу этого делать, потому что у меня нет этого ученого, который даст мне доступ к... Там все еще крупные. Подождите, вот что-то пернуло. Который даст мне доступ к улучшателю. Компьютер тоже. Тихо. Где они, блять? Что же вот он был? Ох, ебать. Тут еще одна дресня. Так, видимо. Все еще крупные. Где-то еще такая дресня, видимо, есть одна. Тихо. Умеренные. Но я, кстати, не знаю, до какого момента их качивать. Там, я как понимаю, скудный еще есть вариант. А когда полностью исчерпанная. Даже не скудная, исчерпана. Понятненько. Давай, наверное, сколько тут вот еще 2 планеты есть.
Launching probe.
Так.
Probe launched.
Так, умеренные.
Probe launched.
Тихо, что тут еще поперживает.
Launching probe.
Ух, так. Шкудные, да? Сейчас пишется. Шкудные запасы. Остались. А?
Probe away.
Еще не все. Ну, наверное, вот эту мелочь не надо, да, собирать. Вот эту вот надо собирать.
Probe launched.
Так, еще где-то что-то есть. Что-то есть еще где-то. Нет. Это как-то совсем мелко, мне кажется.
Launching probe.
Да. Блин, если вот эти придется
Probe launched.
постреливать, да нет, все сейчас. Где-то еще должна, вот, здоровая такая должна быть, прям такая. Вряд ли
Probe
это.
launched.
Да, где-то надо найти. Есть, видимо, еще одна где-то такая. Прям очень большое скопление. Ой, а вот тут мало. Что-то вот она попердывает, но тоже что-то как-то так. Прям детская какая-то скудная херня. Но это оказалось она. Умеренные. Надо, чтобы оно как минимум хоть немножко потрескивало, видимо, да. Не настолько, прям немножко. Тихо. Вот здесь.
Launching probe.
Тихо.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
Так, это что касается этого. О,
Probe launched.
платину нашли. Шкудные. Говорит, запасы. Шкудные это плохо.
Probe away.
Тихо, 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 тихо. Ага, это можно считать за запасы.
Probe away.
Что еще? Ага,
Probe launched.
исчерпано. Вот, мы, собственно, туда. Сарабарик выполнили. Да, заниматься, конечно, надо будет ерундой. Да, хоть посмотрим на карту мира, так сказать. Сколько у нас доступно? Местное скопление. Тут у нас земля. Цитадель. Воеводу какого-то надо будет найти. Зали. Вербать преступницу. Место крушения Нормандии здесь. Проект Властелин. То есть, получается, раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть. Седьмая вот эта вот. Ну, тут теперь зато высаживаться надо просто зонды плевать. Ну, хотя тут тоже, да, зонды плевать. Киреешь. Фу. Так, ладно. Короче, все было весело до какого-то определенного момента. Но с меня хватит на сегодня. Масс эффекта. Да, что-то я немножко подрастроился. Надо переспать с этой мыслью. И завтра продолжать со свежими силами. Как-то очень сильно расстроило меня. Это вот часть, блин, какая-то она. Говно. Ну, посмотрели, изучили вопрос, прошли обучалку. Завтра уже, короче, заниматься. ерундой, а именно, блин, сканировать планеты, потому что там на планетах еще по бочках всяких тонна насыпано. Плюс вся эта дресня с элементами, с этими понадобится потом для улучшения корабля. Вся остальная херня туда-сюда, здесь, там, туда, оттуда. В общем, на сегодня хорош. Будем продолжать завтра. Спасибо всем, кто был, заходил или будет смотреть. А на сегодня все. Пока-пока.